Hey everyone, I'm back. So today I'll be talking about an interesting subject. I think it's interesting for me because it's something I have learned not too long ago, and I think something I should have learned a long time ago, but you know. But yeah, something I should have learned a long time ago, but it's okay. I think it's never too late to learn something, of course, sorry. But I wanna talk about it because I believe that some people who are a bit like me, need to hear what I'm about to say. And so yeah, so basically what I'm talking about is knowing that it's okay to sometimes let some people go, you know. I've been doing it, and since I've done it, I felt this kind of, peace a little bit in a way. Before I begin, I think when I talk about letting people go, I do want you to know that, it's not like I'm going left and right and saying, this by this by this by this, I'm not doing that, but some people that, you have to understand that it's better, you're better without them, basically, and sometimes those people are just like not talking to you, but you're still trying. But yeah, I'm gonna talk about it. So when I was younger, I mean, I was the type of person who didn't have many friends, and I felt lonely at times when I was young. I remember when I was in primary school, I was mostly in South Africa. I mean, I did have people who used to talk to me and friends that used to talk to me, but during recess, uh, not a lot of people would talk to me, so I'd always find myself talking um, to teachers. One of my best teacher I used to talk to, and she'd always talk to me during recess with Miss Nelson. Oh, yeah, I love that teacher. She's like one of my best teachers. But yeah, so I would talk to sometimes, but I didn't have many friends, and I think what happened is when we moved to Canada, I found myself saying I have to do everything possible to make friends. I have to really make an effort to really, talk to people, and just have more friends, have more people to talk to, and then I won't feel that lonely. So what happened is that the behavior of accepting things that shouldn't be accepted started when I was about 11, because like before I just, nobody would talk to me, so it was like, okay, nobody's like really talking to me, it's okay, But then I found myself really wanting to have friends, have people to talk to, and so I let myself accept things that I shouldn't accept, basically. And I'm talking about my story because I do feel that, some people might hear what I'm saying, and might say, oh, okay, that was me too, that was me too, So I remember in primary school, there was a group that was in Canada. Basically, there was a group who I really wanted to be a part. Basically, they were like the cool kids and everything, and some of them were nice to me, but in most part, they didn't really talk to me that much. They were just like, if I was there, I was there. If I wasn't there, I wasn't there, basically. And I wasn't really invited to their houses. And I would always find out, oh, so and so went to a place, so and so I went to a place the other time. It was so much fun. And I would do everything to get their attention. I'm sorry, to get their attention. I remember I had I had lots of CDs that my older brother had, and like old R&B, hip hop, and all those things. Destiny's Child, my Spice Girls. And I would bring them when it was like a school party. Basically, I would bring them. I would say, "Oh my God, they're gonna see I'm cool because I have these CDs, and they won't be friends, and maybe they want to invite me." To the next party because they're gonna realize, I bring the music, and I would do that. It was kind of cool. They were really nice, but you know, they weren't that, interested in being my friends. But at times, I found myself accepting what I shouldn't accept from them or from people they know. I remember there was a girl who was really not nice to me. I mean, I remember like she was like part of the cool kids, so I would always try and like, talk to her and try and I told myself if I talk to her, then that group will see me talking to her and then they're gonna say I'm cool and I'm gonna be accepted in the group basically, and I remember just at one point, the girl who I said was mean to me, who was pretty evil. Even though, they always say, you guys were 11, 12, you guys were just kid. I mean, I was a kid and I would never talk to someone like that. I feel like sometimes people, have excuses for things that should be inexcusable, even if they're kids, but that's just me, maybe I'm wrong. But yeah, so I remember I was like, she was talking to one of the other girls, and they were talking about, you know, I don't think I'm allowed to say that on YouTube. So they're talking about, what people do when they're in need in bed, you know, they can be together or in a group or whatever, but and then I was like, oh, what are you guys talking about? Even though I knew what they were talking about, because I said this is a good way to just, you know, get in the conversation. And then the mean girl turns around and says something you'll never do. Something you'll never experience. She looked at me straight in the eyes. I remember just like, I was like, oh my God, that's hurtful, And because she knew, because I was very, I was, mind you, I was very somewhat effeminate. So I knew that when she did that, it was just to make fun of, and maybe it was just me who was being paranoid. I don't know. But it was cruel. Either way, it was not nice to have said that to me. And, but I still tried to fit in. I still tried to fit in. And that's why I started this unhealthy thing where I think, and maybe I'm wrong, but I think what happens is that those things happened a lot. So I told myself to make friends. You're the one who has to make the effort. You're the one who has to do more to in order to make sure that you have friends. So I started this strange pattern, uh, without knowing that when you make friends or it goes the same thing with in a relationship, you're with the right person because it's not difficult to be friendly. Once it becomes difficult, don't stay. I mean, there's no point. But I didn't know that. So I found myself doing that, and I remember in high school, that's when I met my best friends and I remember just it was cool, but even then we were in the same class, so I needed to have to talk to people and make friends. But in high school I was more how do we say this? I was more I kept to myself because things happen in primary. I was like, I won't live that. And also, before I continue, just to see like I started accepting things I shouldn't accept. I remember there was like one of the guys in primary school who like he was part of the same group, and he had a stick. I remember he had a stick, and then he poked the stick on my behind and said, "Ooh, I'm sure you like that in you." And I was like, when somebody does that, like put a stick in your behind, says something so vile. I remember I talked to my psychologist, of course, about it, but I remember just feeling so humiliated. I felt like I was like somebody really came into my garden, did like created havoc, and then I let it happen. When he did that, when he poked the stick um, on my behind and then said, "I'm sure you like that, ha ha ha," because because I'm sure they knew I was gay, But when they did that, and I was like, I was sad, But then I saw the group laughing, and then I started laughing because I said, "Oh, okay, I'm just gonna laugh. I'm sure it's not mean, but it was mean. It was really mean. It really hurt me. I still remember it. Damn." But yeah, so back to in high school. So in high school I didn't really make that many friends because of those things that happened. But when it happened, I think around secondary 4, secondary 5, I said, okay, so I need to at least try and make an effort to talk to people, and I'll try to fit in again with, and it was it was difficult because, like, I found myself with people who didn't really were that interested, and we didn't care, and I still try, and sometimes you have to understand the cues, like not everyone has to be your friend or need to be your friend. You don't need to be your friend, and it's their right not to talk to you, but you must also know that while it's their right, you must also be careful with the people who are mean, in the way they go about it, because yeah, I mean, high school, I mean, nothing that too crazy happened because I was more in the in the bag, but I did. There was like this was one person who I let in, but I do talk about it in my one of my coming out story. So go check out my coming out story, and then you'll see what I'm talking about. It's the person who outed me, and but I was happy because I didn't want to talk to that person, but still I would still hang out with that person either way. So in CJEP, that's when I was like more into that mood of I'm gonna try and you know talk to more people, be friends, and it's gonna be cool. And I did the same thing, and I think some of the stories, racist ex-friends, shows the length I let people disrespect me uh, in order to be friends with them, and that's when I found myself. I remember like two girls I don't talk to anymore. I think the two girls I talk about is when those ones who had like racist things to say, but still. Um, if you go back to my racist ex-friends video, you're gonna see the story. But yeah, so I remember I was the one who was always making the first step. I was the one who was always trying to talk to them. I mean, throughout CJEP it was cool, but then after we went to university, that's when, I was trying to make the first step, and but they would always hang out together, right? And yeah, and then I realized, why am I always making the first step? Why am I always trying to, um, or why am I always the one saying hi first? Why am I always the one trying to see how they're doing first, when they wouldn't do that to me? So I remember those girls, at some point I just decided, okay, I'm not gonna contact them anymore, and then maybe then they will contact me, but they never contacted me. And that's when I knew, okay, like I'm not part of their priority, so I shouldn't, hurt myself, for nothing. And those I think those were the times where I started to understand a few things. And one of the things I started to understand, and I can fully understand now, is don't don't give more than what is given to you. So I'm going to explain. If somebody gives you 50% of their time, give 50% of your time. If they give you 100% of your time, give 100% of the time. And if that person is really important, you can then, give a bit more. And then if, then then you guys will see, oh, okay, so we're cool, we're friends and everything. But when you find yourself being the one always doing the first step, always trying to contact them, always saying hi first, always being the first one to do something, that is when, like I said at the beginning, it is okay to walk away. And I've learned that this year, like the beginning of this year, like it's okay sometimes. It's okay. It's okay to walk away. Like, and I'm doing it now with a few people. Like I'm just like, it's people whom I whom I was always the one contacting them. Then I've realized they weren't contacting me, so now I'm not contacting them. I'm not contacting them anymore. And then if they want to be my friends, they will contact me. If they don't want to, then life will go on, right? And before I would be so afraid to just let people go, because I told myself they won't be my friend anymore, and then I'm going to lose friends, and I'm going to be so sad. But then I realized by doing that, by letting people go, some of them, I just erase them from Facebook. Others, I'm just like, if we contact each other, we'll contact each other. If not, well, that's life, right? But since I've learned to let people go, I started to really see the people who are like, I've always knew those people, like my best friends, my family, my husband, and my friends over here now in New Zealand, now Aotearoa. Like, since I've let go of those people who I understood I wasn't interesting in their eyes, good things have been happening right now. For the first time, I'm being invited to places. For the first time, for example, we have one of a friend who lives outside of Auckland, and one of my friends said, "Oh, we should go see her together." For the first time, when I say people we should go out and have come to my place, we'll make some food. They say yes, and then just now understood that the people who really care about you, you're gonna know right away. Maybe they don't love you like they love somebody else, but they care enough to not say no to your invitation, to invite you to places, to sometimes call you, to invite you into a project that you will do. And I mean, my husband, for example, his work sometimes makes him go out of the city or stay somewhere else, and had people saying, I know you're scared to stay alone at home sometimes, so if ever you're scared, come sleep at our place. It never happened to me. Before, it never happened to me. But that's when I realized it is okay sometimes to let people go. Because when you let people go, you then realize the people who really matter. And you can, then once then it's good. It's good. So yeah, I think that's all I have to say. I hope I made sense. Yeah, so I hope you liked the video, the vlog. I'm finishing abruptly, but yeah, I hope you liked the vlog. If you liked it, you can like, you can comment, subscribe, click the bell button. And thank you for watching, for listening. Thank you for people who comment on my videos. I read all the comments. Okay, well, hold on a little bit. I don't have many I don't have many subscribers, but there are a few people who do comment. I just want you guys to know, like, I don't want you guys talking like, ooh, I'm a popular YouTuber or something like, but yeah, thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day, evening, morning, wherever you are, and bye.